Now, this is a question about finding water of crystallization. Now, how can we find water of crystallization? Now, first of all, we just need to know what is water of crystallization. There are ionic salts which contain water in them as a part of their crystalline structure, and we call them hydrated salt or hydrous salt. For example, in this quoted example, we have taken barium chloride crystals, hydrous barium chloride crystal. So when hydrous is written, the word hydrous mean having water molecule in it. Hydrous barium chloride, right? So we write it barium chloride BaCl2, and we don't know how many water molecules are present in it as a part of their crystalline structure. So this is a complete compound which contain water as a part of its structure, and we named it hydrated barium chloride, or we named it hydrous barium chloride, right? So when we heat this barium chloride in a crucible, what happens? The water present in it is driven off, and on heating, water is driven off, and we get barium chloride, and we show that water is just driven out. So we also named this barium chloride, which come from hydrous barium chloride. We named it anhydrous. You know, anhydrous mean without water. So what is this? This is anhydrous barium chloride, right? Now, how can we find this N? So this calculation is about find this number, okay? Now, how can we find this number? And how can we find this number which is here? So, in equation, these numbers are called number of moles, right? So how can we find it? We have a very special way to find this. Here we are provided by a data that mass of crucible 30.0 gram, mass of crucible plus barium chloride crystals having water molecule in it, that is 32.44, and mass of crucible plus anhydrous barium chloride 32.08. After heating we get anhydrous barium chloride. So let us solve it first. To start our question, we need mass of barium chloride, because we just need to work out what are the number of moles here and what are the number of moles here, right? So first of all, we just need the mass of barium chloride. For every kind of empirical formula question, we start it with mass, or we start it with percentage composition by mass. Now, if we subtract 32.08, subtract 30.00 from 32.08, that is mass, empty mass of crucible subtracted from uh, mass of crucible plus barium chloride. Or if you are still confused about this, you can see you have in this crucible barium chloride only, BaCl2, and this is a just a mass of empty crucible, right? When you subtract this from this, you get the mass present inside the crucible, and your answer is 2.08 grams, right? So now you get the mass of barium chloride, that is 2.08 grams. Now the second step, you just need to find the number of moles of water. For this, you need a mass of water. Now, how can you get the mass of water? If you just subtract uh, mass of crucible barium chloride crystal having water in it, that is 32.44, minus mass of crucible having only barium chloride in it. So that is 30.08. Now from here you get the mass of, now when you subtract 32.08 minus 32.44 minus 32.08, you get 0.36. So the mass of water is 0.36 gram. Now you will continue your question. You write here barium chloride, you write here water molecule, and you first of all you write the mass, that is 2.08 for this and 0.36 for this. Now you need to find their moles, and you know what is the way to find the number of moles. You just need to draw your triangle, and in this triangle just you know that what you are going to write. For example, here you write mass N and molar mass. Now there is one additional step. You need to find the number of moles of barium chloride. For this you just need to know the molar mass of barium chloride. Now how can we get the molar mass of barium chloride? We go to the periodic table, we just find what is the AR of barium, that is 137, plus what is the AR of chlorine, that is 35.5. Since number of chlorine atom are 2, you just need to multiply it with 2 and you get the molar mass, that is 208 gram per mole. So you have your molar mass 208 and you have the mass, that is 2.08, and you just need to calculate it. In a similar way, you have 0.36 here and you just need to work out the molar mass for water. What is the molar mass of water? H2O, 2 into 1 plus 16 and you get the 18. So you just need to divide it with 8. Now you find the answer. And what is the answer? Here you get 0.01 and here you get 0.02. Now the very familiar step, you just need to find the smallest number. Why? Because you want to get mole ratio. Why? Because you need a ratio. Why? Because you need a whole number, answer in whole number. So divide it with 0.01, divide it with 0.01 and you get the answer, that is 1:2, and that is your final answer. Barium chloride, you put 1 for barium chloride, and where you are having N, you just put 2 here, and this is your answer. Now I hope you understand.